But the way he said it,
Hey,
you know what it was.
oh my word, brand new right there. Shay Vibes, Buju, and of course, Abi Benson.
Benson.
Why will we get used to this Benson situation?
not
Because
Buju
I'm
again,
not.
it's
It's Bentley, yeah, and Keith Daniel.
While I don't too much like this.
All right, guys, look who finally decided to show up. It's Friday. Yes. I challenge you all to let every day be a Friday to you. Give yourself permission to be happy every day instead of just looking forward to this day so your social fun can begin. And as ridiculously amazing as it sounds, it's going to be a great day, inshallah.
I totally
Yes.
agree. Ladies and gentlemen, we can feel the excitement in the air. Give me a woo!
Give me that wiper.
Give me that wiper.
Woo, woo, woo. That's an everybody that don't go to church. See them.
We can see the happy faces, the smiles, the looks, the preparations, the plans, and the wait for the weekend. Isn't it a good feeling?
It is.
It is.
We bet it is. And the weekend is already upon us. Oh my gosh, I'm excited about it. Welcome to the Friday edition of Esplash, where we give you the best time of your life to end the work week with ease and happiness, okay? Don't forget, we are live on our social media pages at TVC Connect with the hashtag
Esplash on TVC.
Righty, it's your homegirl right here. It's your girlfriend next door. It is the jewel in the crown, baby. It is Honey Flames. Honey Venus. Honey Shmoney. Honey Rapper. Honey on point.
Hey.
When you are rich, you are rich.
That was every day.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the freshest boy on the block. Is the crown to the jewel, the la 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 to the skrrr.
You just put everything and this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big J in the building, Big P.
Big Giant! Where did I get that energy from?
I don't know. It happened.
So yes, there was Big P.
It's
It's
Big
big
P.
It's still
Alright.
Big P. I don't know what the P stands for.
It's
Like,
okay,
it's
fine.
not Paul.
Anything you think about, but
It's okay. Oh, Big J, Big P, Big is everything. All right. It is your girl, a.k.a. a.k.a. the goddess of skills. Some of you know me as the goddess, or la 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 la. Yes. All right, guys, here's what we have lined up for you all today. We will be kicking off with the entertainment news. Thereafter, we will be getting into celebratory mood with our celebrities on Celebrity Birthday Shout-Out.
yes, ladies and gentlemen, we'll also be rewinding to this day in entertainment history, after which da la 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 will be responsible for today's dose of social media craze on Social Media.
On the flip side of the show, one of us will be showing gratitude on the trade-off segment, followed by the news recap, after which we will be joined by our guest for today.
That's right. We will also be having our Friday banter, where we will be dissecting a trending topic that has sparked a lot of conversations. We will then wrap it all up with today's reminder that happiness is free.
August Alsina denies laughing at Chris Rock's jokes about his entanglements. American singer August Alsina, who was famous a while back for its entanglement relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith, insists he has not watched Chris Rock's recent Netflix comedy special. Earlier this week, reports emerged that Alsina watched and found Rock's stand-up special funny, but the singer's representative has now denied the report, saying this is a lie. Mr. Alsina has not seen Chris Rock's special at all, as he has been busy on tour. Chris Rock's live Netflix show, Selective Outrage, was the first time the comedy legend addressed the infamous Will Smith slap at the Academy Awards last year. The comedian performed a stand-up special in Baltimore on Saturday, March the 4th, where he addressed the incidents involving Will Smith. During the show, Chris Rock also addressed the relationship between Will Smith's wife, Jada, and our entanglement with August Alsina. He said, "Everybody knows that it had nothing to do with me. I didn't have any entanglement," he said, referring to the cheating rumors that bubbled up for the couple in June 2020. His wife was Blip Blip, our son's friend. He continued, "Now, I normally would not talk about this blip, but for some reason, this blip puts that blip on the internet. I have no idea why two people that's talented would do something that low down. We've all been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person who cheated on us. He added, why the blip would you do that, blip? She hurt him way more than I did. Everybody called him a blip. And who is it? Me. And as for Jada Pinkett Smith, she has her own thoughts about the Netflix special, with a source saying she's not involved in the ongoing tension between her husband and the comedian. The source added that she believes the comedian is obsessed with her. Jada has had no part in all of this other than being heckled. The source told People, Chris is obsessed with her and it's been going on for almost 30 years. The source continued, look where he chose to film his Netflix special, a hometown of Baltimore. Obsessed.
Jay, what's funny? What did they laugh you?
It's how Jada always just
Moves herself.
I'm not involved though. You people will do what you're doing. She don't remove herself. Meanwhile, she's the reason why this whole drama is happening. I watched in fact, I went back yesterday to sit down and watch the thing. Like, hey, you know, a lot of things were said there, a lot of things were done, and actually, this news is about August Alsina.
Yeah.
So August himself, it's funny how people don't remember him for his music,
Hey!
but they are remembering his
Honey Pots, you have to be calming down, okay? Baby, calm down.
for something he did with somebody's wife.
So can you, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. So would you liken this particular one to the case of Ray J and
Yes.
Kim
Kim Kardashian.
Because some people would say that, you know, Ray J has done so many things afterwards. I mean, you can't even compare Ray J right now to August Alsina. But you know that thing of people would say, like, I'm just so sorry. Kai.
This thing just took away all that other stuff that he has done. We really don't remember that he has a song with Nicki. He has a song, Started Off from the Street.
And you know the reason Ray J and Kim Kardashian did what they did? They actually wanted publicity.
Yeah.
But would you say that he wanted publicity?
So the thing is, I don't even think he was even the person that leaked the story to begin with. Like, I don't even know how the story itself that he was cheating with Jada even came online. I don't even...
It happened at the red table.
Yeah, so it wasn't a him. He wasn't...
So we didn't even know anything about it until Red Table.
Yeah, and that's why...
Are you sure we did not know anything about it?
We didn't. No, we didn't know. And then he now started being petty. He now came out and, oh, since you people brought it in, I said, no problem, now we move. So he now started, like, even banking on it himself as well. I think it was just really weird. Do I think Chris Rock is obsessed with Jada? I think he is, honestly. I honestly think he is, because at the end of the day, I'm like, you've for over 20, 30 years, you've been picking on these particular people. And I feel like if they have been quiet all this time, like I said, I'm not in support of the fact
particular
that...
people or Jada?
You said?
He's always been picking on Jada.
You said particular people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm saying, like, there are people that he picks on the normal when it comes to his, but I'm like, for him to have picked on, like, I mean, even you, Honeypot, if I've abused you for, I can't abuse you one day, so Honeypot would have given me back. No time. You get, but if they've been quiet, like, all these years, and then one day somebody explodes, I'm like, it's fair. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying, like, it's fair. And then the fact that, okay, you've gone, because remember I messaged you and I said, what did you think about this? Is all special, whatever, and everything. My thing is, you did this thing and then you've picked on these people, okay, no problem, this has happened, and then you still now want to continue. I think it's an obsession. There are many other topics in the world, to be very honest, that you can use to crack jokes.
Do you think that he would not talk about that happened to him?
Okay, so the thing is, after the slap, after the slap, you were making it seem like you were being the bigger person and not talking about it, which I kind of respected, because I'm like, okay, that's a vibe. Then you now decided now you want to talk about it at the point when everything has died down. I'm exhausted with Chris Rock.
That is where I have a problem with people. So I am like, how exactly do we control how people react to whatever thing, even if they say that it is in 10 years, they are going to visit whatever thing that has happened to them? How do we say that that thing happened last year for 1 year?
I think that question we should ask Two-Face and AY.
Actually.
Yeah, so far. All right, on the next story, the Academy admits they were wrong for allowing Will Smith stay at the ceremony after hitting Chris Rock. Oscars Awards boss Janet Yang has come to state that the Academy would now respond differently to how they dealt with Will Smith slapping comedian Chris Rock on the Oscars stage last year, ahead of the 95th Academy Awards ceremony, which is scheduled to hold on Sunday, the 12th of March. The American film producer told Good Morning Britain that the Academy would respond more swiftly in removing the person should a similar incident happen this year. She, however, confirmed the Academy has a team of people and even security on hand to defuse any issues this year, while also backing the decision to ban Smith from the ceremony for the next 10 years. Just so you know, the Academy was heavily criticized for allowing Will Smith to remain in the audience and even getting on stage to accept his own award after attacking Chris Rock on stage. Will Smith went on to win the award for Best Actor for the movie King Richard, which is a biography sports drama film which is based on Venus and Serena Williams' father, Richard Williams. Right there on stage, Will Smith apologized to the Academy and fellow nominees, saying, Love makes you do crazy things. Afterwards, there were calls for Will Smith to be stripped of the honor. He, however, kept the award, but he was banned from the Oscars and other events hosted by the Academy for the next 10 years.
I totally like the fact that, Oscars is taking this step because somebody can take a cue. Okay, so there is something about when people adore you, and they're not thinking whether what you're doing is right or wrong, but because they adore you or they have made you their role model, they want to follow the same steps that you have, they want to follow your footsteps. And that is why when you hear stuff like if you're a broadcaster, you shouldn't incite certain things, like you talk about stuff, you have followers and they just go. In fact, I don't know whether you have noticed this before, that on a radio station, you would have somebody call. The first person will call. And somehow it might just be that everybody who's calling is just going in the direction of the first person who has called or something. So I like the fact that they are dealing with their mistakes. Yeah. Because it was a big mistake. Because, the show just continued as if nothing has happened. And because the person who they have slapped did not even react. And he carried on with the, with hosting the show. And so they felt that everything was just cool like that. What if, because I think that another person wants to do, I want to steal the show. And then we just come on and say, since somebody got away with it, I will try it again. So on their own part, I think it's good that they're actually nipping that in the bud. They are making provisions.
I agree.
So let me tell you that the Academy Awards, the Oscars, has not been talked about as much as this particular one. So are you saying that it's now good? So I feel like they even rode on the wave.
Of course.
To be honest. When we were all sitting down, nobody, in fact, I was not watching Oscars. I was doing something else. I just saw on social media, Will Smith slapped, and everybody just
went
in.
there. Yeah.
They had a lot of audience, a lot of viewership. So they rode on it. Don't worry about it.
And guess what?
They rode on it.
It even took the shine off the people that got awards that day.
Of course.
Even the person that was getting award at the time that, it took the shine off the person, which I feel is not good at all. And they rode on it. And I think, again, because I'm going to bring Chris Rock into this discussion again. So I think that no matter how people want to take sides and say that they support Will Smith because Chris Rock had said something that got him annoyed, I would say again that, in a public space like that, and then you did not even retaliate, and then you carried on and everything went smoothly like that.
To be honest, at some point, I thought that it was staged.
Yes.
I thought it was staged.
At first, I was like,
waiting.
Yeah, we all thought it was staged.
I thought it was staged. I saw, oh, man.
So I don't actually think the Oscars' plan was to ride on it at that moment. I think there's a shock factor that people overlook, because there are sometimes, notice that if there's like a car accident that you were in, for the next maybe like 15, 20 minutes, you can't function. So I think that is something that's never happened, which is why they also didn't even have measures in place for in case something like this happens. They never thought it would happen. So I think when it happened, everybody was just shocked. And show just continued with the show.
So that is why you have management who are in charge of certain things.
So that's
not
why
the people that it happened to.
All right, so that's why I said the Oscars themselves were in shock. I don't think they expected it to happen.
Aside the Kanye moment at the Grammys, this has to be the most talked about.
Yeah. No, in fact, this is the most talked about. Yeah, this is the most talked about. Are you joking? So. All right, and that's all we can take on the entertainment news. It's now time for celebrity birthday shout-outs. First on our list in alphabetical order, we have Carrie Underwood, who is 40 today. She's an award-winning American singer and songwriter and record producer who rose to fame after winning the 4th season of American Idol in 2005. Her first 3 albums went multi-platinum. However, Jesus Take the Wheel is arguably her biggest hit song ever.
Happy birthday to her. I love her voice. She has that southern charm, southern belle. Love her. Happy birthday.
She'll be glad that she made that particular song because what?
Jesus Take the Wheel.
That's right.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Chuck
birthday.
Norris is 83 today. He's an American martial artist, actor, film producer, and screenwriter who starred in numerous films.
That's right.
He was responsible for me breaking lots of chairs.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, because my brother is a huge fan of Chuck Norris, and I think his most iconic scene was with what were the 2 trailers driving, and then he did a split in between the 2 trailers, and he was in motion, and I was like,
One of my
bad
cousins,
man.
He was jumping from one tree to the other. He was jumping. Chuck Norris. He ended up on the ground.
Of course.
Happy
birthday.
And moving on, Eddie Gathegi is 44 today. The Kenyan-American actor has appeared as recurring character Dr. Jeffrey Cole, a.k.a. Big Love, in the television series House, as Cheese in the 2007 film Gone Baby Gone, Lauren in the films Twilight and its sequel, The Twilight Saga, New Moon also as Darwin in X-Men First Class, and as Matla Solomon in the NBC's television series The Blacklist and The Blacklist Redemption.
Happy birthday to him.
Birthday. Emily Sante is 36 today. The Scottish British singer-songwriter is popular for numerous hit songs, including Heaven, Read All About It, Beneath Your Beautiful, amongst others.
It'll definitely always be Beneath Your Beautiful. Happy birthday.
Right.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Wow. Emily Osmond is 31 today. The American actress, singer, and songwriter began her career as a child actress, appearing in numerous television shows and films before co-starring as Getty Giggles in Spy Kids 2 franchise. She also played Lily Truscott in the Disney Channel television series Hannah Montana and appeared in the theatrical film based on the series Hannah Montana, the movie.
Yeah, I remember her in...
Hannah Montana?
Yeah. I remember her.
Now it's like you're just messing with me right now.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Jasmine Guy is 61 today. She is an American actress, director, singer, and dancer. She is known for her role as Tina in the 1988 film School Days, as Whitney Gilbert Wayne on the NBC, The Cosby Show spin-off, A Different World. She has also starred in TV series like Dead Like Me, The Vampire Diaries, and Grey's Anatomy.
Jasmine Guy.
Yeah.
What an awesome...
OG.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. John Hamm is 52 today. He is an American actor, producer, and comedian best known for his role as actor and producer in television series like Mad Men and 30 Rock. He has also starred in films like Stolen $1 Million Arm, Keeping Up with the Joneses, Beirut, and Confess Fletch. He also provided his voice for the animated films Shrek Forever After and Minions.
Yep.
Happy birthday to him. He's that goofy dad that you always just see.
That's right. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Kola Olaiya is 77 today. He is a veteran Nollywood actor who is well known in the Yoruba movie industry. Happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. All right, moving on still. Olivia Wilde is 39 today. American actress, filmmaker, and activist is best known for her role on the medical drama television series House and her roles in films like Turnt, Legacy Cowboys, and Aliens, amongst others.
Yeah, it'll be Tron Legacy for me.
Yeah.
You asked some very annoying.
Very weird characters.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Robin Thicke is 46 today. He's an American singer, songwriter, record producer, and actor known for his hit songs like Lost Without You, Magic, Sex Therapy, and Bloodlines with Pharrell Williams.
Yeah. Happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday.
Although his controversy is always like...
I know, like, right? Yeah. Sharon Stone is 65 today. She is an American actress, producer, and former fashion model who has had an active entertainment career since the 80s. She is the recipient of the Primetime Emmy Award and a Golden Globe Award, as well as having received nominations for an Academy Award and a Screen Actors Guild Award.
Oh.
Yep, and she definitely had that great, like, she had that Rihanna sexy energy, which we remember that movie. That's one movie.
He's the pioneer.
If you know it, you know it. Yeah. That's what I'm going to say.
Happy birthday. Timbaland is 51 today. The American musician, DJ, record producer, rapper, and record executive remains one of the most respected in the game. His production credits include work with Jay-Z, Nas, Ludacris, Missy Elliott, Madonna, Rihanna, Justin Timberlake, Nelly Furtado, One Republic, Brandy, Drake, and that's just to mention a few.
OG right there, man.
Timbaland.
OG right there, man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Hey!
Okay, so a.k.a. Streets, our friend whose family is celebrating today. Like I said, who's celebrating today? Like there is a birthday party somewhere that he has told us about. You better organize something, a.k.a. Streets. A.k.a. Streets will wish you the very best. Happy birthday. We hope that it's a beautiful new year for you. And we're saying happy birthday to every single person who's celebrating. We love you. And well, it's a Friday. I'm always very excited when it's a Friday. Just send a message to us. Tell us where the party is. And you don't even, because when people ask me this question, when it's my own birthday, I say it's at a church. Don't even, today is Friday, it's not a Sunday, so please.
Yep.
Wow.
You know, happy birthday to every other person out there celebrating today. It's your special day. Take out time, have fun, relax, and treat yourself special. Like we say to you, OJ has something for you, so hit his DM.
King Goji at King Goji on Instagram, please send him DM.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for a look at today's entertainment history lesson, let's check out Rewind.
Watch this.
Before this, the song that was played was Fireboy
Jealousy.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, this was the song that made Fireboy. This was the song that blew him
I
out
agree.
there. And it's still a classic.
That's
Give me
the
No,
two.
it will always be a class. A jam and a half. Anyway, guys, welcome to Socialville. It is time to get your daily dose of the craziness happening on social media. Let us get right into it. To kick things off, we have a Quincy here saying, "You born Peking, call am evidence." Why? Just why?
Because not crime.
Wow. So you bring me shame
It's okay.
and dishonor.
As much as we have to respect
What?
the choice of people's, you know, so sometimes I question it too. I'm like, and sometimes I'm even afraid for some people, especially when you
Yep.
say your child is beauty, or in Yoruba you say ewa. And I'm sorry, nobody is ugly, but then the child now grows up and is not now.
It's not
And
giving
you know what pains me the most, or what I'm always very scared of? You know that children too can be bullies. Like in primary school, then you have some, and then maybe you give your child a name that is funny, and they are using.
Oh,
the
me, I
name to-
collected though.
Imagine naming
I
your daughter,
collected.
naming your daughter pregnant. So anytime anybody asks her, "What's your name?" I'm pregnant.
Pregnant. Oh yeah, so there are names
What's
that I
wrong
feel
with
like.
you? Don't do that again.
See.
Today is Friday. Today
No,
is Friday.
just allow Jay. You should know the mood
Today
Jay
is
is in
Friday.
today. It's okay. But yeah, there are some names that I'm just like, they are not names of human being. Like, God forgive me. I'm
understand?
sorry. Perpetua. Perpetually what? Like, I've never, then your nickname that was Pepe. Like, what's, sorry. Me, they shout me that my name was not even close to. They still help me spoil the thing.
But if you are talking about surname, it's even still better because you
no surname is no surname.
What you can
Rice.
stone rice.
So you know that there's an athlete his name is Drink Water.
Yeah. Actually.
You didn't know? Footballer, Abi. His name is
Actually.
Danny. Was it Danny Drink Water or something?
In fact, even in Nigeria, there are some names from a particular place like that. They always name there. I'm like,
It happened.
in fact, do you know the real name of TG Omo?
Name your daughter.
TG. What?
Do you know?
What?
It is Thank God.
You can't make an
I think it's Thank God. I think his first name is Thank
I'll
God.
check,
That I
because
was reading
what?
a script and I stumbled on Thank God. So I don't know how to sit it. So I don't know whether it was the name or I was saying it was thanking God. So when I now went back and I said Thank God. His name is Thank God.
Thank God,
I can remember vividly it was on this show and I was reading a script and because I was not so familiar with his name that it was Thank God, I felt so I had to go back. I said so he thanked God. So I went back. I said this is not sitting. I said Thank God. His name is Thank God.
Hey, that one's tough.
Go to church. Everybody say, let's thank God.
Did you call me?
You're happy and you just say, Thank God, and he feels it's.
You know, say yes. Did you call me? Yeah. I don't know about that, but okay. All right. So chat between landlord and tenants, and the landlord is saying hello, and tenant said, "I know."
I know why you're texting me.
When you have not paid your rent,
Hello.
and landlord is telling you hello,
Because
and he does not greet you normally.
When did you become so nice that you are checking me hello?
So you say quick, you say hello, I know. This won't even waste time. Now you say, oh, hi. Now, so how are you doing? I'm fine. So what's the update? Okay, so no time. Hello, I know. Yeah, thanks. Okay, Min King making his debut today and is saying, because I don't get money, you post car for sale. I ask how much. You go status, post serious buyers only. Are you on serious?
This is where the voice of some local say, if you want to talk to me, talk to me direct, don't go through the corners.
Yeah.
Do I even blame people who do this? There are people that will just be having faith and they will now want to come and try you. You know that thing of when they say, you just go to a car shop one day and just without money, you know that thing. It's very popular. They'll just say, just have faith. Because you never can tell. Just go and price a car. No. And while you are pricing the car, another person that wants to buy that car will just come and say, is this the car you want to buy? And I want this car. Okay, you know what? Choose another one. I'll pay for it.
So maybe you people should be putting price is another thing.
Like with this is that maybe this guy is very guilty. It's those kind of people that will be asking you how much last. For car. You can't ask me how much last. It's 1.5 now. Come on.
People are ridiculous. So. Even my own market, somebody enter and put price like this person enter my DM.
Which market?
The jewelry that and I say I don't put price.
Jewelry store.
Thank you so much. And the person answered.
That's the market.
Sorry, let's just be moving. He get away only pot go strangle the pot today. I know if you yeah. Okay, so top boy here and he's saying I can show you green lights and still off it. Now me get my light. Yes. Now me be owner.
People are angry.
Now me, if you do anyhow, if you move mad, you collect red lights. Do where you collect green lights. You are doing any, I give you yellow first to check.
If first of all you say family rungbon, you now say no. I'm going to withhold that. I said it, but don't.
I take it back now.
I take it back from family.
You will not stress me. In summary. Okay. Although they say, what's wrong with this young man? Let's find out. They said the reason short people argue a lot is because they cannot see the point. Wow.
Who is sitting?
Darling, I'm sitting comfortably away from this table at 5'9" or 5'10".
Who exactly is sleeping on this?
But they're plenty.
Who is a growing child?
And all of them are humble.
In where? On this show?
Who is a growing child?
On this show, or in life?
I know that.
On this show.
So I know that. I know that Dupe is very down to earth. Mr. Kola is humble.
No. Dupe is not short too.
Dupe is not. Is not.
All right.
You are not calling your friend OJ.
Who? OJ, no. OJ is
tall.
You are
going to
don't talk to OJ. OJ is a tall man.
Dupe is not.
OJ is very tall in his mind.
You say? Okay, in case J. Paul does not receive his salary, just know that the people you have dragged have gone to drag petition in the upstairs. Thank you. So, I will...
They said that Diana is brief. Very brief. How can Diana be brief?
Darling, it's giving giraffe.
No, okay, Diana is brief in width, not in length. Okay, let's go.
So all the vertically challenged people were just sending you some love today. Thank you.
We love you too.
Forgive us. That's all we ask. Anyway, yeah, they said forgiveness is divine. That's what I'm saying. Forgive us. For this person, I said I resemble divine. Divine is another name that I don't know how I feel about it.
There are so many names.
So what's your name? I'm Divine.
I don't even know how I feel about so many names.
Rema's name is Divine.
Divine. Thank God for nickname, oh. Some people just...
So when Divine is not behaving in a type of way, you're not like, but this is not Divine anymore.
Divine is not demonic.
Because he's still very angry with the people that messed his childhood up.
Divine. All right.
But I think some people don't like their names, so.
Oh, yeah, there are people that don't like their names.
Somebody in my university said so to me. She said she does not. It
What's
was the
her
first
name?
time.
Like I remember.
Shola, and she said she does not.
Oh,
like
I
her name. I was shocked.
I have a native name. Only one person.
So,
the native name means crocodile.
As in, they gave you that name when they gave it to you.
Yes.
Your naming ceremony, they gave you crocodile.
It's a family name. So they now gave me the name.
It's a title.
It's a name.
this one, tough. All right, Ezugu Onye is saying, I was at a job interview today when the manager handed me a laptop and said, I want you to try to sell this to me. So I put it under my arm, left the building and went home. Eventually, he called me and said, bring my laptop back now. I said, $200 and it's yours.
This person,
this broad daylight robbery.
This person don't work for Computer Village before. Computer Village, hey. Let me not see. My father used to be a tough man. One day he came home, said he was just standing, someone just slapped him. Whoa, collected his phone. And he was just looking.
So I'm sure that you pull at home. Another day that your father is annoyed with you and he's doing gaga in your mind. That was how somebody collected. Oh God! Yeah.
Jepo, I need to ask your family members how they cope with cause.
Oh, Mom, I love you guys.
So you go and meet your sister and be laughing. You say the other day, that's how they collect.
Yes.
But you need to laugh, yeah, forget.
Dala.
You say?
Yeah.
Okay, so this person is saying, not be by up and thankful. You sleep for house.
Oh, Mom.
This is a question I'm going to ask somebody in this this office.
It's you. It's you.
This
it's
office.
You.
No, but you sleep for house.
You sleep for house.
Me?
Yes.
Where did you come?
Which house?
Wow.
So that's how you answer when you have like several properties in Lagos. It says which house?
Minister, off your mic. Off your mic.
When you have several properties.
Hey.
Then somebody even told me that Jepo has a company around this Mago that is.
Oh, no. There's one building that there is Jepo. So you're also the owner of that.
It's Japo.
It's Jepo. It's J. I'll take a picture of it and post. But I actually drive past it on my way to work. So you did this, guys. Billionaire, you there, they laugh with us for talk show. No problem. The lion.
Off your mic.
Zobu. Sorry. Okay, before your bank app go open, you go first kneel down, they beg them. Is that true? Okay.
In fact, I heard that people now do, they say they look away. They will put it like this. They say, don't look at it so that it will quickly answer you.
Yeah, that's what they say. You go first throw away face, make you catch them on our way. So see that. So you can see that it's not play. You know, But what's going on with bank apps? Which reminds me that there's one app that I will drag you soon. Just wait. It's not even me, it's my mother app. She said that for 2 weeks plus, it hasn't opened. And I'm
It's terrible, man. It's been terrible. It's been terrible.
All right, let's just, you understand. Okay, we always succeed in putting a smile on your faces, don't we? I'm sure we do. All right, guys, welcome back to the second hour of the show, Esplash. Of course, your Esplash gang is in the building. We got Honish Money in pink, looking like a baby girl. We got billionaire J. Paul with properties around Lagos in the building as well. Why are you looking at me? You don't get property around Lagos. Okay.
Did they not say in church that you
should be claiming? See your life, Twinnie.
They are there wondering where are the properties.
I'm not running for a position, so I'm not declaring my assets.
Okay, it's all right. All right, and of course, your girl Dala is also here. And of course, today's fun-filled episode is right on track. It is now time to chew it off. And we always love to end the week with some gratitude.
Yeah.
Who's he gonna be? Who's he gonna be? Who's he gonna be? Who's he gonna be?
It's me?
No, it's me.
All right, so what am I grateful for? I think this is one thing that we usually take for granted a lot, which is good health. Good health is see. I remember when I was in the hospital, my dad was ill, so we went to the Lagos State Teaching Hospital, and it was then I realized that you have to be grateful for every single moment you spend outside the hospital. That you're not sick, you're okay, you're hale and hearty. Bro, you need to be grateful. You need to keep yourself in that position. Some people just neglect their health, and then when it gets to the point where they cannot even go back, it gets really bad, and everything just deteriorates. So, good health is there's nothing. See, you can't achieve anything if you don't have good health. You cannot, because if you're having headache, it could be like say the whole world won't end. If one part of your body, like the toothache, one small thing. So good health is underrated. Like I said, when I was in the hospital there, by the time my dad was on a certain bed, and then people were passing away on, like other patients
in the
ward were passing away. You're walking on the in the corridor, you're seeing people, corpse and all that stuff. And then there was one point I saw a boy who jumped from a building. I don't know why he jumped. He jumped down, and then all his bones crumbled. They brought him in. Like, see, we should just be grateful for every moment that we have, that we're breathing fine, we're walking fine, we're thinking fine. Also, that being the case, you need to do regular checkups. Yeah. Regular checkups. I mean, yes, we're trying to make so much money. We're trying to make a living and all that stuff. But see, the smallest headache that you're taking painkillers for, it might be something else. It might not, because headaches are just, it's like your system is like a computer, right? Before it starts to get bad, before the thing breaks down, it starts to show you signs. So that small headache might just be something, that is coming on the way, and you need to take care of it. So you need to check yourself regularly. Stop diagnosing yourself by yourself or self-medicating. Go to a hospital, go somewhere, check yourself regularly. How do they even check this thing? Is it monthly, or like the way you check your car? People go.
No, some people don't check their car.
Some people don't check their car.
Some people check their car.
But it is very important. I mean, I've had people who they were just driving on the road. The next thing, he just came down. It was my uncle. He just came down and he was looking for water to drink. And he didn't get water, and he just passed away. Just like that.
Oh, your own even came down. So I even know somebody that my dad was telling me that he took his wife to the market. And then, so, old cars, then you have to go and do something on that. That's how he died. Like, that was it. There was no warning, no
and
anything.
Then recently, there's been a high case of cardiac arrest in young people. I think we need to take our health more seriously. Yeah. We need to see. I know, guys, it's hard out there. You're trying to survive. You work hard, you party hard, you do all that stuff. Your body no be firewood. It will happen, and when it happens, you will not know. Yeah. It will just... I know people who have just gone blind, just like that. And it could just be something, high blood pressure. Yeah. High blood pressure can just happen, and something just happens. You just go blind. Something just happens to you. So you need to regularly check yourself. Regularly
check yourself.
I'm thankful for all of this.
Diabetes causes that too.
Yeah.
Well, I totally agree with you, because we take so many things for granted. I hit my hand against somewhere. I can't remember vividly. What I remembered was that I wanted to go and throw away the dirt, and then I went to the big dustbin outside and I opened it. I think I used my hand to hold it in a way that, I can't remember. And then it was paining me so seriously that I said, I wanted to sleep. I took my hand. I said, So, in fact, it now dawned on me again that you have to be very careful and be very thankful too. Because I imagined people who had serious accidents, like maybe they had a car crash or something. If that hand could be paining me, like I was like lifted and it was paining me, I'm like, so what pain do these people go through? Or, Yeah. I
And so
totally
speaking
agree
about
with
accidents, I also say the train accident that happened with the BRT bus.
yesterday, yes.
I think I'm grateful for the speedy response because I mean I was following it online and I could see that they already removed the bus and then people were getting treated. I saw the video, they
Yes,
put
I saw
everybody
that.
outside.
I
The
saw
doctors
that.
were working, so I'm grateful for the doctors. Like people were also on social media calling out like if you could come and do like give blood.
Yes.
Because a lot of people did need blood and all that. So I'm grateful for the speedy response on that one as well. It's just crazy, but let's all do the most that we can to take care of ourselves because
Yeah.
And our diet.
yes.
Diet is very important.
Yeah, diet
Very.
is also
Before
very
any
important.
diet is very important. You have high blood pressure, you have diabetes, you have like if they're going to treat anything, everything boils down to dieting. Like you have to change your
A lot of
diet.
people in Nigeria, we don't even believe in being allergic to certain things.
Yeah.
You need to check your blood group, your blood type. There is certain foods that you're not even supposed to. Some people are not supposed to be eating.
Some people are allergic to grass.
Yes.
I found out in secondary school there was a girl that's allergic to grass. Once grass touches her like this, her body
I
has
said
scattered.
that
Yeah.
I drank wine. The last thing I could remember, like something that was new that I took the day before, was on this show. And we were doing rap or drop. And I was the only presenter. And I woke up, half of my face was swollen. Yes, swollen like this. When I looked back and I'm like, what am I allergic to? I'm sure it was an ingredient. I took
the
Pringles, a
E.
certain flavor. Yes, it wasn't the regular one, but I couldn't tell whether it was the wine I drank or it was that Pringles that
Honey,
I
soft
took.
life, Pringles and wine. Ho, ho, ho. Honey, show us way.
This also goes out to parents as well, especially in Nigeria. They know we don't believe in children being allergic
to things, yes.
When your child, please check them, check their blood type. What are they allergic to? Pay attention to them.
But that one long because even when I started having like constant boils and I went, they told me go to General Hospital. It was a rant that I came to rant at work because I was on leave that year. So I was having, and I wanted to get to the root of it. What was I allergic to? What was causing this? I went there. I saw shake gay. I did not get to the root of it.
To be honest, a lot of us, we realized when we were older that we are lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
We didn't know before.
All right, here is the recap of the entertainment news in case you missed it earlier. We told you August Alsina denies laughing at Chris Rock's jokes about his entanglement.
Yep, we also talked about the Academy admitting that they were wrong for allowing Will Smith stay at the ceremony after hitting Chris Rock.
Well, they've said that they're going to adjust accordingly with regard to the next one that's coming.
Joining us on the show today is an American TV radio personality, tattoo artist, musician, actress, and philanthropist. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Duchess, a.k.a. the Duchess of
Thank you for having me.
How you doing?
I am amazing. I'm in Nigeria. I'm amazing.
Right?
How have you been feeling in Nigeria?
Is this your first time?
This is my first time.
Yes.
Not my last time.
Okay,
This is
that
my
means
first time.
you're feeling good.
I love this place. I literally have been trying to think of different businesses and different opportunities that I could create here so that I can keep having a reason to come back.
What took you so long?
So 8 years has been how long I have been pushing back this trip. One of my best friends, we have a nonprofit organization, and we do a lot of work in Makoko. And I've been sending money, sending resources, doing things that I could do from home.
Yeah.
And now I finally get to see the place that
wow.
I've been able to
When
support.
did you go to Makoko?
So we go tomorrow.
Okay.
tomorrow.
I thought you've been there
No,
already.
not yet. So we go tomorrow. But for 8 years, we've donated hygiene kits. We've paid for over 300 kids to go to school. Like, we've done work that I've never been able to see the spoils of. So to be able to come here and witness it, it's like, oh my gosh.
Well done. Well done.
That is
and
amazing.
Thank you.
No,
well
I
done.
appreciate being welcomed.
Well done. All right, I was reading your bio, and there was a part that says that you're an introvert. And I'm like, and I looked at everything you do, and I was asking myself again, how is this person an introvert?
Honestly, if you see me out, you wouldn't even know that I was there except because I have so many tattoos. And I love showing my skin. But aside from that, I'm like the quiet girl that sits in the corner, that doesn't bother anybody. I speak when spoken to. But if you get me open, then you get to see my big
Okay.
personality.
All right, so I know that Duchess isn't just Duchess just because you're literally tattoo royalty, right? So let's talk a little bit about the people that you've tattooed, because people are probably wondering, okay, I'm loving her tattoos, what's the energy? If you did not watch the show, right? Tell us, people that you've tattooed, let them know, girl.
Oh man, we've had NBA, WNBA, I've tattooed The Baby, I've tattooed Dwight Howard, Taya Cooper, DMX. Like, the list gets crazy. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I honestly feel like every person that I tattoo, whether if they're famous or just regular, I treat them all the same because I want them to have
Beautiful.
I want them to have an experience that you fall in love with whatever your decision is to get inked. And tattoos are so permanent, so you really want to love whatever you're getting. So I try to treat all of my clients like they're stars because they are stars in my eyes, and they get to live and die with my ink on their body.
Oh, interesting, because you look at DMX and DMX is passed.
Yes, yes.
So he died with it, it took him away with him.
Yeah.
So Dala has tattoos.
1, 2, 3.
It's my first,
The son
actually.
of Ephraim,
This is my first.
I am the only person who does not have tattoos.
So we gotta figure out a
Yeah,
way
we'll
to
get
get you to get a tattoo.
But you have to
We already told
convince
her where to get it.
Okay, okay.
me. Can you guess?
Where? Is it a place that you can see or a place that you can't see?
Y'all are messy.
Okay, you see.
It's all in your face.
Y'all are
Your
messy.
face?
It's all
in your face.
I can't disagree. I cannot disagree. I think that is a great
It's a
place.
great place, right?
It's just to accentuate.
Okay, so
That's crazy. How you can say it.
I wanted to ask you, I mean, we were having this discussion before the show started, and you said, you know, when you came to Nigeria, you noticed a lot of women are not tattooed.
Yes.
Right? And then you had people stare at you like, ooh, who's that?
Yes.
I mean, how does that feel?
Honestly, so I live in the South in America. And the South is like really, really white, really, really racist. It's like the Bible Belt. So I'm used to the white people looking at me like, but when I got here to Nigeria, the men, they look at me like, it's like an intimidation factor. Like, oh my gosh, she's got so much tattoos. Like, it's like they want to say something, but
What do
they're
you-
very
they can't,
apprehensive, very.
So the question I want to ask you, I mean, there's a whole lot to you aside just the tattoos, right? Aside even being the tattoo artist, there's an art. There's the Duchess art.
Yep.
So and there's so many parts: the philanthropist, the musician, everything. So tell us about this art, Duchess.
I like to think that when you are an artist, you shouldn't be put in a box. There are so many great musicians, and they're also great in other mediums of art, but we just don't give them the opportunity to display that. So for me, yes, I'm known for my tattoos, but I do murals, I do paintings, I do music, I write. Like, all of these things are components of art, just different mediums. So I'm very lucky. I feel very fortunate, very blessed to be able to use my creativity and create a lifestyle and be able to live off of those gifts. And I think that when you put yourself in a box as an artist, it allows you to stay kind of in a corner of just that one level of creativity. And for me, I might be doing a painting or doing a tattoo, and I'm thinking of a really great song just because the vibe I'm having with my clients. So it's just a symbiotic energy that all of the creativity gets to flow together.
One last question for me. Is there anything that you've set out to achieve that you haven't achieved? Because it seems like you've done so much.
So growing up, when I got in high school, I wanted to be a mortician.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
why?
I'm like, I'm
Because
sorry.
I am so sorry. Like, I thought I didn't hear what you just said.
No, I wanted to be a mortician, and I literally just took a break because I went back to school to finish, and I'm taking like a little break right now, but I am going to finish that. I have an undergraduate degree in marketing and a master's in business administration. I graduated cum laude. So I love education. And the fact that now I can afford to venture off into those things. Like, being a mortician was a dream because my aunt, she was murdered when I was in high school.
Oh my gosh.
And we had to have a closed casket funeral because of how brutal her murder was.
Yeah.
And my grandmother had a very hard time grieving that loss because she couldn't see her daughter for that one last time. So for me, I feel like it's a gift to be able to give people peace in the grieving process.
Closure.
Exactly. And I think that a lot of times it's so taboo because people feel like, oh my gosh, it's death. But every single person on this planet, I don't care how rich you are, how poor you are, how smart you are, how stupid you are, we're all going to die.
Yeah.
So it's a part of all of our lives that we will have to experience one day. It's just having that level of comfort in, you know, that process of grief.
Yeah.
And I would like to know, which is your favorite talent?
My favorite talent is self-love.
Wow.
And my favorite talent is self-love because, like, I embody it. I personify it. And every person that I allow myself to engage with, like, I don't care if you're the janitor or the president of the company. I treat you with the same level of love and respect. I call everybody a king and a queen because I want people to feel elevated. Sometimes people are so hard on themselves and they think so bad of themselves that to hear it come from a beautiful woman, it uplifts them. It makes them feel good, especially our black men. Like, I tell all black men, we have our gate man at our house here that I'm staying at here in Nigeria. Every day that we would come, he would come and open the gate, but he would always be like. So one day I'm like, baby, why you don't smile? Oh my God. And he's
you called him baby?
Yes. And I grabbed his hand like this, and he was like, scared for me to grab his hand. And I was like, no.
I'm not scared.
Baby.
I'm not scared.
No, baby.
Are you
And
calling me baby?
you feel me?
Focus.
Because it makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. But now, ever since I did that, every single day,
Oh, he
he
smiled.
has smiled. He has had a different presence. And something so simple as just that level of kindness can elevate him to think more highly of himself.
I totally agree.
Like, why not do it? It doesn't cost me $1. It doesn't take anything from me. It just adds value to him. So I always try to do something that makes other people feel good about themselves because you never know. We all are going through things. We all go through loss, death, you know, trials and tribulations, hardships. And you don't know where anybody is at in that moment just by looking at them. So just to give them that level of kindness, it just, for me, it does something. So I know what it does for someone else.
For me, I'm just, I'm in awe at how you see art in everything, and it's connected to love. You know, like you said, you embody love. And we have so much to talk about.
What did you try? What did you try?
I had, we had like 5 different soups with the swallow. Yes.
I thought you were going to start with like jollof rice or.
Well, jollof rice is kind of, we have that in America.
Okay.
We have some Nigerian restaurants in North Carolina that they have jollof rice. Okay. But the actual soups and the swallow, completely new to me. Yes. Yes, I remember that one.
So did you enjoy any of them?
Spicy? Too spicy, maybe?
I love spicy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know what my issue is? The fishiness.
Oh.
Ooh.
The fishiness.
Are you allergic to fish?
So no, I'm not. But in America, we do the opposite of what you all do. You embrace the fishy taste, like the freshness.
Yeah.
What we do is we
Processed.
we take lemon juice and lime juice and we minimize and take away the fishiness. So it's a completely different taste. But it's the same, like I had some croaker fish and I'm used to eating croaker fish. I'm a country girl.
Okay.
So that was a great parallel for me.
Nice.
But some of the other dishes were a little, I was like,
Take some getting used to.
But I ate it. I tried. And I usually never try new things, especially when it comes to food. Yeah. So I'm patting myself on the back for at least trying.
Yeah. All right, so second question now. Did anybody tell you why there aren't so many tattooed women in Nigeria, or tattooed people in general in Nigeria? Did anybody tell you why?
Yes. So I was told a couple things. One of the first myth that I was told was that you won't be able to give blood or give your organs. That's a myth. That's not true. The other thing is, it's very traditional here. So a lot of the people, after speaking to them, they won't do tattoos out of respect of their elders, their parents or their grandparents, chiefs and all of those things, which I completely understand because my grandma was like, girl, you need to chill. So I get it. But for me, I think the fact that the new generation, we're starting to become so caught up on being an individual and understanding what that means for yourself that I think that barrier is going to be broken. That stereotype is going to be torn down.
All right, let's talk about your music. Yeah, so that particular video I loved, and I was like, okay, did you get that off Will Smith? Get my name out of your...
Well, honestly, my song was before that incident, but I should have used that incident, like you said, to promote that song.
You just use it to promote the song, like what?
Yes.
Yeah.
That song is basically like when I left Black Ink.
By the way, I am a fan. I watch Black Ink.
Big fan.
I do not even have any tattoos. Then I was always looking forward to all the brouhaha in, like, why is it that there is such gangsterism with, how is it that, okay, for you to have piercings, for you to have this, people, and maybe that is why people just look at people in a certain way.
Yeah.
Why is it that they're always fighting?
So I'm going to be honest with you. Just like here, this is y'all's work environment, right?
Yeah.
Some days you might have a bad day. Some days you might have a bad day. And they know you well enough to know, okay, she's
Stay
having
away.
a bad day. Let me leave her alone. It's like that with that, except instead of them leaving you alone, they just keep poking at you, keep nagging at you. So it's like you got to give that reaction of what that feels like because you're aggravated. And then you got these cameras around you. You don't really have any personal anything. And for me, that's what it was. I couldn't deal with the fact that anything in my personal life was now on mainstream forefront for everybody to have an opinion of, to have a judgment of, and everybody wants to tell you what you're doing wrong, but they never done it. So it's like, it just gets crazy.
I want to ask you, I mean, you're here in Nigeria, and I know you have lots of plans. You're going to Makoko tomorrow. So tell us...
Makoko.
She said Makoko.
What's your business with that?
I'm not from... We're not from here.
He's like, who is not from here?
I am from here. Makoko. Don't
Well, I'm from Wakanda,
You're going to
so I can agree.
Makoko. So they say it's Makoko.
Makoko.
No, Makoko.
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 Okay. All right. So, I mean, you have a lot of plans. So, I mean, do you want to lay out for us? What's your plan? In
New music
Nigeria?
as
What are you
well.
going to be doing? What are the stuff you're going to be doing?
The amazing things I'm doing here in Nigeria, I'm coming back in April.
Ooh.
We're planning a tattoo party.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
What's that going to look like?
It's going to look like just amazing people being able to come, interact, engage, see the process, understand it. If they want to get a tattoo, they'll be able to get a small tattoo. I just want to break some of the stigmas that people have with tattoos. And I think having a tattoo party kind of can bring us all together in a space to just create a vibe around tattoos.
Yeah.
Another thing we're working on, my best friend Tasha, she has a bag, like a leather bag. It's a beautifully executed bag that is made in conjunction with a Nigerian designer here, Winston Leather. And we're working on another collab that I will be a part of designing a bag here. So I'm just excited. And I want to do workshops for some of the tattoo artists here to kind of like help them get some of the advancements that we have with tattoos. Because a lot of times when you come to places, especially outside of, you know, the U.S. and other places, they don't really have access to the things that we have access to. But if they did have access, it would be phenomenal changes. So I'm hoping to really come here and be a bigger part of that space. My music, I'm dropping it. I cannot wait. I have a song called Black Man that is a celebration to Black kings.
Thank you very much.
Black kings everywhere. And I want Black men to feel that feeling when they hear that song. I feel like a lot of times we so hard on our men that it's a cycle, so that makes them be hard on us. So maybe if we break the cycle by celebrating them, maybe they can return the energy and celebrate us.
Oh, wow, thank you so very much for coming on the show today.
I'm
we
so
really
grateful.
appreciate you. I mean, keep preaching love.
Please come again so that they can keep showing me love.
Yeah, because I got to get a
be
tattoo
soft
on
on
this
me.
one. She can't be the only one up here with no tattoos.
All right, and that's it with our guest, Duchess. Yeah, so we'll be back with our Friday banter, so don't you even go anywhere.
Don't fight in front of...
What? So, Chris Rock, do I find Chris Rock funny? Yes, actually. Like the part where he said he was watching when they were flogging Will Smith in the movie and he was saying, flog him more, flog him more. I was like, okay, that was funny. But I still think that picking on somebody, especially when you know that it annoys them, isn't funny. It's like when you have a nickname in school that you don't like and people keep calling you and they're laughing. It's not funny.
I particularly like that you mentioned that, you know, you found that funny because people were talking about it here yesterday, a.k.a. people, a.k.a. OJ. I don't know where he got that from. And I was like, Chris
No, it
Rock,
was just funny because
Chris
of
Rock
like
is an
the
actor.
yeah.
So he was saying that, oh, so he was now saying that he was happy that they were. I said that was a joke.
No,
Like,
it was
he's
a
an
joke.
actor.
Yeah.
He
It was
knows that
a
it wasn't
joke, but
real.
then yeah.
Like,
So
he's
because
an
of the
actor.
situation on ground, but I'm
Did you-
just like there are moments where I do find Chris Rock funny, but then I feel like if you've done something to somebody and you can tell that the person was hurt by what you did and you continue to do it, that's why I now have a problem.
All right, so what would I say about this whole thing? So, yeah, we established it, and of course, you know, we talked about, you know, people have different things that they have said. Even on the show, people said that, oh, Dala sent me a message, I think it was on Monday,
Yeah.
and she was asking me what I felt, if I still feel the same way, and what I actually even feel about the whole comedy special. And I said to her that, and I still feel the same way, that I feel that the whole comedy special is a brilliant one. And I think that, you know, Chris Rock is actually smart about it. And I will tell you why I think he's smart about it. So he decided not to say anything all through, whether he accepted the apology, whether he did not accept the apology, you know, he just went quiet. And then we just saw that he was going to have a comedy special, and we talked about it. And so he even got people to write for him and all that. We read the news here. And so he came up, and he came up a week before the Oscars weekend. So I think that was a strategy too. And then he walked away with $40 million. If somebody has slapped you and then you just, so I have, what the problem I actually really have is the title of this, not with Chris Rock, you know, giving the title selective outrage. It is with people, and that is what I think they are doing. So if somebody has been annoyed and the person has not reacted and the person chooses, like after 10 years, I'm going to speak because I still feel a type of way about it. And then people say, oh, it is even keeping grudge for 10 years for me. Excuse me, were you in that person's shoes? Will you respect the person? Like, will you allow the person feel anyhow they want to feel? All right, we have Michael from Ikoton. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah.
So about that Chris Rock and Will Smith, I'm not blaming Chris Rock because Chris Rock was matured. If it was another man who snapped Chris Rock, he would have retaliated, but he was on live TV. He just thought of it that maybe it was just a joke or something like that. But it was better to he didn't even do anything or just continue with the joke. So I just think Chris Rock as this kind of a man that is very respectful.
I didn't
Okay.
really
So
hear
for
him.
most of the
Yeah,
part,
it's
you're
saying that the
crying.
fact that he didn't react on the spot, like if it was another person, and I also said the same. Thank you, Michael.
Thank
I
you,
also said the
Michael.
same thing. Like if it was somebody like 50 cents, or more, the way the hand would have come back with a swiftness. I completely get that, to be honest.
I think for me, okay, before we continue, let's take Murphy from Songo. Murphy, how you doing today?
Yeah, hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
How are you? Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm doing. This is Monkey calling from somewhere.
Yes, we know, Murphy. Could you please turn down the volume of your TV set and talk through your phone? We can hear you.
Yeah, it's on down.
Turn down the volume on your TV
Or your
set.
TV.
Yes,
Yes,
fantastic. Now
better,
you can talk.
thank
So what
you.
do you think about the whole drama between Will Smith and Chris Rock?
Oh, wow.
You were saying something before that.
Yes. Before you call, please turn down the volume on your TV set so that we can communicate better. You know when somebody attacks you, say in school, in a school environment, he calls you a funny name the first time, right? Everybody will laugh about it. Move on. But when you now continually, every day, keep hammering it on
That's
that
bullying.
person, it becomes bullying. And you're doing it in front of thousands of people. You always pick on that one person. It will become bullying at some point. Not to justify Will Smith's reaction. He could have handled it a better way, maybe. There should have been a better way to handle it. Not that outrage that he came and did there. I would give thumbs up to Chris Rock for the way he handled
the
himself
post,
after that attack. It could have been an all-out brawl. It could have been something. It could have been worse. But he handled
And the show will not be able to continue, or you just spoil it for the
he
organizers
handled
of the
himself.
show.
But at the same time, I don't know if he's also putting himself in Will Smith's position as well, right? Because Will Smith has done that. He has put himself in Chris Rock's position. He has come to apologize.
That's what I was telling you.
Over how many times? Chris Rock kept quiet, right? He kept his silence. I don't mind that he made money off this. But at some point, I'm expecting that even in this show, he can come and say, you know what? At the same time, Will Smith, you're a human being as well. I understand how you felt.
Thank you.
But if you punch me again, I will punch you back.
Bam.
All right, so when
easy.
he started that comedy show, he said, if you think words hurt, have you ever been punched in the face? And I felt that was like making jest of himself right
It was
there.
still not.
No,
it was still not some form of. I understand what I did.
Yeah. So the thing is,
he hasn't
still,
done that.
He's still painting himself as the victim. You're not the only victim in this situation. There are other victims. There's a victim that the person that slapped you. Then there is his wife, who is the main victim. His children.
Then the children, because now they're going to say, your mother is G.I. Joe in school, and you know how children are.
So you did not see the response of Will Smith's son? Immediately it happened. It was rude to Chris. Like, if you're going to take it from an African scene, and then you say, because your parents are fighting, your mother is fighting with another person, it is their business, but then you go on Twitter and then you say stuff like, or oh, wow, or I can't remember what he said.
Okay, but then there's that thing that they say, if you don't respect yourself, you'll be disrespected.
By who?
So,
By Jaden.
Two people are fighting. By who?
the reaction
He's defending his mother. You can't fight that. Because at the end of it, they were even saying that, I'm not even talking about Jaden or Willow's response to, I'm even saying that they will have their own friends and now making fun of them because anybody can insult your mother and get away with it.
Children would not be made fun of that they slapped your father.
So this is the thing, from the beginning of this entire story, who picked on who first? See, when I'm sorting situations like this, I don't look at what happened after the beginning, the inception of the issue. Could all of this have been avoided if you were not insulting or making fun of...
He said that particular one, I'm not going to talk about, the build-up of, because he's been doing this. That particular one, all right, let's pick this call.
All right, we have Gray from Opapa. How you doing?
Hi, Brain.
Hi. Now, because Dallas here, I say hi. Talk where? How are you?
I'm fine.
We're doing good, thank you. All right, so what do you have to say about this Will Smith and Chris Rock situation?
I'm supporting Will Smith.
Why are you supporting Will Smith?
Yeah, you only stand for your wife now. Like,
Okay, that was really simple.
That was very simple.
Okay.
Thank you.
yes.
So that particular one, he came out to say, when he responded, he said that he did not know that
What are we
she had
talking about?
condition. We're talking about
Okay,
Chris
alopecia,
Rock
yeah.
actually saying that he didn't know that Jada Smith had a condition.
All right, so let me now.
And so somebody asked me something yesterday. Somebody so we talked about this briefly yesterday.
Okay.
And I went on YouTube and I saw a particular comment, but because I knew that we'll still talk about it today.
Oh, okay.
So if the person is watching, this is my answer to the person. So the person said, Honeypot, I don't understand this, your side that you're taking, that you're saying that, or she's shocked that if I have a partner and my partner, will I not say, even if I'm having problems with my partner, will I not expect my partner to defend me outside? Okay, yes, I would expect my partner to defend me outside, but to defend me in the right way. And as J. Paul said, maybe there are better ways of handling stuff, not that particular way. So I would even say that perhaps when he's giving his speech and then he addresses it and there is a way you talk about it and the person knows that, say, what you just did is not even funny. And please do not even do that. I mean, in a very honorable way that people will even stand up and clap for you and, that would be
Okay,
it.
sorry, hi. Let me now say something that negates everything that you are saying now in this moment.
you can't
For
say
me.
negates
That was
what?
for
You will
me.
say your own
I said
view.
for me.
You
Did
will
you
not
hear the
say
for
it
me?
negates.
I
You
said
will
it
say
negates
it-
for me.
yeah, you will say it.
That's my view for
That's
me.
your view.
So now let me explain something to you. Chris Rock has a whole documentary about hair, about how black women suffer and are bullied because of hair, and you went and you did the exact same thing. And you
He
talked
did not
about
know. Did you hear that?
No, did it? No, I'm not talking about alopecia. I'm talking about the fact that
ladies.
he has a documentary about hair. Forget about the
Beautiful
alopecia.
ladies.
You
We have-
know that there's
we have messages.
you know that women have been attacked for their hair. That's what your documentary is about.
have
And you now
messages.
still attack the woman because of her hair. I beg.
Beautiful women.
Get that.
Nobody can attack you because of your hair. I finished them. So, please.
All right, so we have Facebook. I mean, we have Gen 2 saying, whoa, put them boys in ring. Let them settle it as men. Will Smith go scatter and one GI blow to the face. he's going to need surgery. I support Will Smith all the way. Although Chris was right, blacks should not fight in front of whites. That fact is known to all black people. And then Somachiku Favor is also saying, Will Smith, of course, because I won't blame him standing up for his wife. At the same time, he admitted his mistakes and apologized many times, not just to him, but to his family too. On the other hand, Chris had to go make another joke. That is bullying now. You should have done better. Hashtag Esplash on TV, best show ever. Thank you so much for that one.
From Twitter, Oli Money says, I stand with Will Smith. You can't be joking with my personal life while you're cashing out. Cool, proper now. J says, I stand with Will Smith for life, my G.
All right, so Chris Rock here said, I said Chris Rock, MMO Bong Kana says, Chris Rock was paid $20 million, that was 40, not 20, for his whining. Will Smith won an Oscar a few minutes after turning the ceremony into a fight club scene. So both men are cashing out big time. Let's talk about the cash.
That's the most important that they are casting out is, oh, thank you so much, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.